How do you introduce ChatGPT in secondary English? There are 3 learning objectives in this short video. We're going to learn some data that supports the urgency behind the need for teachers to facilitate introducing ChatGPT to their students. We're going to learn metacognitive and ethical ideas that you have to pre-teach to students to build awareness of the issues that ChatGPT creates in the field of education and in learning itself. And lastly, we're going to learn 3 approachable entry-level ways that are proven effective by research to use ChatGPT in a secondary ELA classroom. We must not let our students go into the unknown alone. So if you look at this data, you're going to see how extremely common it is that students are using ChatGPT. This came from a New York Times article that students replied to. Researchers extrapolated data. Students are using it left and right. The scary statistic is at the bottom. 55% of high school students say that they feel that they depend on it for academic success. And we as teachers know that anytime students are building a dependency on something for their academic success, we know that that's a bad thing. That takes us to the dangers of ChatGPT. Without guidance, students fall into metacognition holes and ethics holes, false learning and cheating that they may not even realize that they're doing. Students may feel like they're learning, but actually they are not learning. Students may feel like they have done the work and it is their work, but actually it is not. So, guideline number 1, everything we do with ChatGPT, we need to ensure that ChatGPT is improving student effort, not substituting. This is where we need to make students aware of who is doing the work. Are you doing the work? Are you using ChatGPT to improve your effort? Or are you using ChatGPT to substitute your effort? That's the metacognitive step. Second, schools need to instruct in usage, provide guidelines, and adjust assessment standards. Cheating. Teachers and schools and professors absolutely must have guidelines for ChatGPT use. Because without it, students are using it unchecked, and that's not going to do them any good in their future university and college classes because they'll be unprepared for their accountability with ChatGPT. All right, here we go. These are 2 strategies to use ChatGPT in inquiry and divergent thinking. Something I really like about this is that every strategy on this page is an avid strategy. So ChatGPT can actually be used to really enhance the avid strategies we're going to talk about on this slide. Number 1, brainstorming activities. The first thing is students have to brainstorm first with humans and then ChatGPT to expand. Research has proven you can never let students brainstorm with ChatGPT because they will lose the ability to generate ideas themselves. So how do you do this? So you make them brainstorm by themselves with classmates, however you're doing that first, and then you add on ChatGPT because then you're going to get ideas not just from the people in your room, but everybody else. Activities like Give One, Get One, carousel brainstorming are perfect for this. Strategy number 2. AI can improve learners' reasoning and argument skills and offers innovative and unexplored perspectives. ChatGPT can be used in avid strategies such as Socratic seminars and philosophical chairs. What does that look like? What it looks like is you give a couple students a computer during your philosophical chairs or ChatGPT or Socratic seminar, and they open ChatGPT. And as the class is discussing, they plug some questions into ChatGPT to see what it produces. It will likely produce unexplored perspectives, ideas that students in the classroom did not come up with. So it's easy to see where inquiry and divergent thinking can really be enhanced using ChatGPT. However, the golden rule here is that it must start with humans, and ChatGPT must only be used to expand the thinking that humans have already done. Strategy number 3, augmented writing feedback. ChatGPT's augmented writing feedback, or AWF, is meant to enhance metacognitive awareness and self-monitoring through timely feedback. There's stuff that students must do first by themselves, though. Of course, students must always be doing the work by themselves and then using ChatGPT to enhance. So we're talking about pre-writing, the writing, all of that students have to do without ChatGPT. Only when students have constructed pre-writing, only when students have constructed a text should they be using ChatGPT. You will need to provide students with prompts, set clear guidelines with example prompts. What kind of things can I ask ChatGPT to help me improve my writing, and make sure that I'm using it as a tool to improve my work, not to substitute my work? Now, how are you going to assess that? So your students you've set guidelines, you've given example prompts, like these are example prompts that you can ask ChatGPT to improve your work, and not just have ChatGPT fixing your work for you, because we don't want ChatGPT doing that to our students. We want students to be using it for self-monitoring and getting feedback, okay? So once your students have experimented with that, you need to assess how they did. How did students use ChatGPT to interact with their writing? There's two ways that you can do this. You could require all of your students to download the transcript of ChatGPT, and then you can skim and scan through the transcripts, find models, find examples of students using ChatGPT to enhance their work, find examples of students using ChatGPT to substitute their work, and then you debrief with them. Because once students see, like, oh, well, this classmate, I can see where they use ChatGPT to really just tell them what to do. And then over here, I see this classmate use ChatGPT to like learn and troubleshoot their writing, and they figured out what they were doing wrong, and then they fixed it themselves. So when students see those transcripts and those models, they'll be able to see the beneficial way to use ChatGPT and the non-beneficial way. They'll be able to see like which student was doing the authentic learning and the authentic thinking. So the debrief and assessing how they use ChatGPT is critical for students to build awareness of how can I use ChatGPT and make sure that I'm learning? How can I use ChatGPT and make sure that I'm not cheating? Here's a Google form for feedback, and here are my resources. Thank you very much.